and welcome. This reading today is for Aries for March 2023. Welcome to the table, Aries. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'm an intuitive reader and I read in real time. The rose today is from my garden, and the crystals have been in the salt bath. I do hope you enjoy them. Okay, I use a 10-card spread, so 5 cards along the top row and 5 cards along the bottom. I talk about each one of those cards as they come out. Then I overlay those with a second spread from a different deck. I talk about those cards as well. And then I try and pull the reading together as we're moving through it, but sometimes I sort of do it more of a summing up towards the end. If necessary, I will use a third deck to add some clarification to various points of the reading, but I try not to use the third deck unless I have to. Okay, Aries, let's begin the reading. I do hope you're travelling well. Let's go. So first one out is the 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, the King of Pentacles in the upright position, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. On the bottom row, we've got 5 of Cups in reverse, Strength in the upright position, the Emperor in the upright position, 4 of Wands in the reverse position, and the 9 of Wands in the upright position. I'll show you the bottom of the deck, and then I'll take a look. Okay, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So Aries, we're starting off the reading with a victory card, number 6. So this is a beautiful energy to start your reading with. Whatever you've been working on, it does look like you're bringing that to a bit of a close, and you're now receiving some recognition for the work that you've put in, and also for your creative talents. Having brought a project this far is quite an achievement, so you're being acknowledged for that, so that's quite a nice energy. 6 of Pentacles, having sufficient funds so that you can balance your budget, you're able to pay your bills, you have sufficient money to be able to pass some on to the people that you think may deserve it. Now that can be your children, or it could be a charity, or it could be just that you're putting some aside even for yourself as you're getting older, so you're making preparations for your retirement, so to speak. Here we have the Magician in reverse. So the Magician in reverse is possibly somebody who's trying to play a trick on you, somebody who's perhaps trying to manipulate you. That could be the energy, that's usually the energy associated with the Magician in reverse. So I'll just put that there. We'll kind of clarify, we'll get more clarification on these things as we're going through. Now this could also be a scam. So, you know, we're all subject to scams these days. They're just everywhere. Okay, King of Pentacles. So this is sufficient money to be very comfortable. This person is either in your life or this is you. I'm not quite sure. But this person is quite wealthy and very stable. They're very grounded. They know what they want on this earth. They know how to get it. If they want a house or a car or a business, these people know exactly how to do it. They're patient. They calculate. They work things out. There's no rushing around with these people. As you can see, there are bulls in the background on his chair. They are slow and methodical, but methodical is necessary if you're being in business. So this could be a business leader as well. So there's leadership qualities here as well. But somebody who's well-grounded, somebody who's worked very hard. Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is normally changes coming in, and usually some sort of divine assistance with that. But in this case, it's in the reverse position. So I'm assuming there's some sort of a delay. Something has put the brakes on. That's what I'm feeling in this case. The brakes have been put on. So I'm not quite sure why the brakes have been put on, but we'll work that out. That's exactly the words I was given. The brakes have been put on. Pardon me. So this is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a little bit of despondency. It was in the reverse position. So, this is where you would have felt a little bit down, a little bit sort of like there could have been grief, some spilt cups, some sadness, some unhappiness. But it's in the reverse position. So I think you're not allowing this energy to be part of your future. It looks like if there was any grief or sadness, it does look like you've put that behind you, because you do have the victory card here. So maybe the victory is overcoming this sadness and the grief, or this despair, whatever that was. That could be the victory as well. Pardon me. You do have strength. So strength is a beautiful card. And this is always a lovely card to have on the deck. You can see you have gathered your strength, your internal strength. You've drawn down deeply inside yourself. You've drawn down from the cosmos. You've pulled your intuition together. You've pulled everything back together into the core of yourself. This then makes you stand strong, very, very strong. Having pulled that strength inside yourself again, you become the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is somebody who's in control. Somebody who knows how to manage their affairs, somebody who isn't diverted and spreading their energies in every direction. This person is very, very focused, very much like the King of Pentacles energy as well. So the fact that you've got both of them on the table, this could be somebody who's quite wealthy, very much, it can be somebody who's even a captain of industry. It can actually even be like a leader, a political leader, somebody who's quite strong, quite powerful. I'm not quite sure whether the Magician has tried to put something over the Emperor. That's never going to work. That is just not going to work. This person is just too strong in themselves, and particularly with the Strength card right next to them, that is never going to work. I'm not quite sure, but we'll have a look. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, the Four of Wands would traditionally be about weddings or getting married, engagements, proposals, but it could also be very much security in a government situation. I don't know why I'm getting government today, but this is this strong, steady government in control rather than a government out of control. It's interesting that it's under the King of Pentacles. Sometimes I feel that this card can be stubbornness or resistance. I'll get more on that as we go along. Whatever it is, you've got the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands means you've put in a lot of hard work to get this far. This is quite difficult to get this far. This has been a long, long journey. A lot of struggles on the way. But you're nearly there. So, it's just that last little bit to go. You might be getting tired, but there's just that little bit to go. Don't give up now. This is the struggles so far have been worth it. What you will achieve at the end will be fabulous. So it's not too far to go. Nine of Wands is always being almost at the finish line. He's sort of looking like, has this been worth it? Let me look at his expression. Has this been worth it? I've had some real battles. This person has undergone some battles and some resistance. I do think this is stubbornness or resistance. I'm not sure why I'm feeling that, but that's what I'm getting today. Okay, so we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is rather an interesting energy, but it's in the reverse position. So, as I say, this obviously never lost hope. You've never lost hope is what I'm thinking here. You've never lost hope. All right, we're going to clarify these cards now, and we'll see what further information we can get for you, Aries. So far, you've got wonderful cards on the table. Just having the Magician, the Emperor, the Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune, that's already quite powerful major arcana. So it looks like you've got some, this is real leadership. I'm feeling leadership here. So That's good. I'm glad in that case that you're receiving some acknowledgement for the work that you've put in, because clearly you have put in a lot of work to get this far. So at least you're receiving some acknowledgement. That's rather nice. And hopefully some monetary rewards as well, which is kind of good. Because if you've worked that hard to achieve, you know, this stability, this strength, this leadership, this ongoing commitment to your job, then you deserve a bonus, perhaps a bonus. Yes, perhaps a bonus. That's what I'm actually getting, that word, bonus, perhaps a bonus. And perhaps the circumstances have been quite difficult. Maybe your own personal circumstances have been difficult as well. Let's have a look. We'll clarify these cards. I'll just shuffle them. All the cards were well shuffled before I started, and they've been cleared. I did gong the table, so the cards are clear. Whoops, oh, that's far too many. I'm not taking those. We'll do a little bit more shuffle, sorry. I'm not keen on pop-out cards. I don't mind the odd one, but not when a whole lot of them fall out at once. It's just... Oh, again. Okay. All right. Let's just keep going. I do apologise, Aries. I'm not sure what's going on here with the cards. Oh, okay. This deck does not want to play with me today. All right, I'm putting that aside. Excuse me, I'm going to change decks because that tells me that deck doesn't want to talk to me today. Okay, so we've swapped decks. I do beg your pardon, Aries. Okay, one more shuffle it's saying. I don't know why. I'm getting a lot of indication to keep shuffling. I'll just shuffle a little bit more, Aries. I am trying to listen. Usually it transferred down to my hands when I need it. Okay, here we go. Six of Wands is clarified by the the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So I might actually keep going. I'll clarify the Six of Pentacles. I'll move along and put them all down because I'm just being guided to put them down for some reason. Let's put Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Tower in reverse. The Magician is clarified by... Now, I don't know why this never happens to me. I feel this is a knife. A knife. I feel like someone has tried to really betray you. Somebody's trying to sabotage you. You know, I'm just very aware of the knife. I'm just getting that sensation that someone has really tried to finish you off almost. I don't know what that's about. Okay, let's have a look at this Magician. Queen of Pentacles, lovely. King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. There's the Four of Wands. Okay, so here you've got it in reverse. Here we've got it in the upright position. Okay, we have got Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of conflict for some reason, Aries. But it looks like plotting and scheming behind the scenes. Justice in the reverse. Whoa, I tell you, you've got the Tower and Justice. Wow, okay. Let's just keep going. The Hermit, beautiful. Oh, actually that's actually really good. It's telling me already something very good, because the Hermit here with the Emperor, this Hermit has done a lot of hard work on himself, or and I'm talking, these cards are gender neutral, by the way, so don't get offended when I'm saying he, she, or they. The Hermit has put a lot of work into themselves. This person is not easily bowled over. They reach deep inside themselves when they need to, even when they're all alone and isolated. So if somebody's trying to put you in a very isolated position, it's not going to work on you. You already can stand your own company, and you already have that inner strength here, this inner star, this quality, this star quality that makes you very, very strong. So that's rather lovely. So, you're right here in the middle, Aries. It does feel like somehow that there's been some sort of sabotage or trickery or something around you. Okay, but I'll clarify that a little bit more as we go on. But it's strange. That's definitely the energy I'm picking up off the table. Let's have a look at this Four of Wands. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you've got a 7 and a 7. A little bit of luck's on your side somehow, even if they're in the reverse position. You've still had a little bit of luck. Okay. Let's have a look at the last card. So this is the Nine of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay, in the reverse. I'll show you the bottom of the deck. I can't see what that is. I'll have a look in just a moment. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, well, that was a bit of an effort, wasn't it? I do apologise, Aries. I don't know what was going on. Maybe all this confusion on the table was coming through the cards. So let's have a look. Knave of Cups, or this is the Page of Cups. Perhaps an apology. Perhaps somebody's sorry for what they've done. That fish is waiting for him to say something. Okay, let's keep moving. We've got the Tower in the reverse. I'll show it to you in the upright position. I rather have that you can also participate in the reading, because if you see something there that tweaks your interest, that's meant for you. Okay, so the Tower in the reverse. Something was designed to completely shock you or to take you out of your strength. I don't think it's worked. I don't think it's worked. I think that's what was going on. I'm not quite sure. I'll keep moving along. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, some vanity, I think, associated with this card for some reason. Vanity. Maybe a female. Normally that card would be a woman who's very focused on her money. And this person is quite capable of managing her affairs. She's right next to the King of Pentacles here, but she's not really a match for the King. Perhaps thought she was a match for the King, but I don't think so. She's got her back turned to the King here. I think perhaps she's been involved in some sort of trickery. Okay, Seven of Cups. This is always a little bit of fantasy or wishful thinking. I'm going to leave it at that, because that's be careful what you wish for is always attached to this card. Be careful what you wish for, because there's a price to be paid for every decision you make. And we're not always aware of that, but that is true. Every decision you make in life, every choice that you make in life, there will be a price. It means it's not necessarily a negative association with that, but when you make one choice, it doesn't enable you to make another choice. So therefore the road that you travel down will have consequences, and it's the consequences that become the price you pay for that choice. Now the Four of Wands, celebrations, weddings, celebrations, wedding celebrations, engagements, parties, something to celebrate. So that's here. So it's on the Wheel of Fortune where there was some sort of delay. The brakes were put on. The brakes were put on this wedding or this commitment. Okay. Let's have a look here. Got the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. This to me means that you've made a declaration, or someone has made a declaration and said, enough, I'm not going any further. This is where it stops. That's what I'm getting from this one. This is where it stops. I know what I want. This is where it stops. Okay. Got the Justice in the reverse position. I'm just going to take a look at this card after I show you, because this is on top of the Strength position. So in a very strong position. Perhaps in this instance, you've weighed up the situation and you've decided you're not going to fight anymore about something. You have put your swords down. But this is a transformation card, as you can see by the butterflies on here. You see the butterflies? That indicates there's some sort of a transformation where you have decided, or someone else has decided, to weigh up the situation and not continue with the battle. This is all getting very strange. Okay, again, I've spoken to you about the Hermit. The Hermit can weather quite a lot of bad situations. You can see he's got an umbrella there. If it starts to pelt down rain, this Hermit will just put up his umbrella. Nothing is going to faze this. Somebody with a Hermit character who has that inner strength, who is this Emperor, who can command themselves. Not much is going to faze a person like this. Emotions may faze this person, but things on a practical everyday level, they know how to hold their ground, so to speak. They're sitting very secure, very secure. Let's have a look. You've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now the Seven of Pentacles is often about taking a rest from the hard work you've done. But today, and only today, first time ever, I'm feeling perhaps somebody was a bit of a gold digger. I'm not sure. Well, that was what you thought. Maybe that's what you thought. If there's a wedding on the cards here, and it's showing me that there's potential for a wedding or a marriage or a union or a partnership with another company, perhaps if this is a company merger, that somehow you felt the need to secure some of the money. Maybe somebody was moving in on your company and trying to asset strip something. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands here in the reverse position. I'll show you first. That's her in the upright position. Now this person is usually fertile and creative, can manifest anything they want to do. So this can be somebody who's put a little bit of magic on you, so to speak. They've got the black cat there, so that can imply a little bit of magic, a little bit of witchcraft, a little bit of putting a spell on you, so to speak. Here we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight is moving on. He is looking for a new way to invest his money. Something new with his money. He doesn't want what's gone before. He's looking for a new opportunity, or bringing you a new opportunity. You haven't lost hope. Looking for a new opportunity. Whoa, Aries. What have you been involved in? This is huge. This feels really big. This feels like a really big deal. I can't really put much more on it. If it was a company merger that was planned, and we're talking business now rather than any love commitment here. If this was a company merger, it looks like it went wrong. Maybe there was inequity in what one company was bringing to the table, or one person was bringing to the table. It does look like that caused some sort of a delay, but it does actually look like somehow you've brought this through. Look, if it's you, Aries, King of Pentacles, Emperor, Strength, and the Hermit, you would be the one to bring that through. Perhaps you felt like you needed a bit of magic, but I just get the feeling there was some sort of sabotage here, some sort of trickery. I might actually leave it at that, because I think I've talked about the cards. It does actually feel really quite important somehow. I'm definitely getting a kind of a weight of importance. So whatever you've been through, Aries, more credit to you for staying in your strength and staying stable. Despite this tower, somebody has tried to upset the apple cart. But I think I've spoken at length about the cards, so I'm going to leave it there, Aries. I do hope this helped in some way, and also maybe giving you some clarification as to perhaps what was going on in the background. I do think there was some trickery going on here. I'm going to leave it now, and that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, Aries. Bye for now.